yeah.
Got to find my own.
Cheers, bitch.
Nah, Joe. Just perfect. I'm ready, love.
Right.
You guys,
Yes.
11.
Number
11.
Number 11.
11.
Season finale. We're ending it with a bang.
11. Oh my god, why didn't we get Eggos?
Missed
Wow.
opportunity.
This episode should have been about Millie.
Ugh.
Staring right in front of me.
Oh my god, we could have done a whole episode on how freaking banging she looked at the Enola Holmes, whatever it is.
Millie,
She looked...
holy shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are we talking about Millie at the Enola Holmes premiere, or are we going to talk about the real important person at the Enola Holmes premiere? Because...
Henry
Oh,
Cavill.
no, not even. I was going to talk about Henry Cavill's girlfriend. Have we seen her?
Oh.
No.
No.
Okay, here's the thing. Like the rest of the world.
I think she had a Sweet 16 episode.
What do you mean?
Henry Cavill's girlfriend had a Sweet 16 episode on the show Sweet 16, where they hold the big Sweet 16 parties when you turn 16.
I had no idea.
On MTV?
Like MTV show, right?
Like MTV Sweet 16. That one.
No.
Yup.
Wait, can we get confirmation?
God,
She was a Sweet 16er on My Super Sweet 16.
I've seen some shit. We can Google it, but I'm 99.9% positive.
We gotta figure this out. But I, like the rest of the world, when I found out Henry Cavill had a girlfriend, I was like,
What does this world come to?
what the
Yeah.
What my heart, you could hear like the ice.
Yeah, she's lovely.
Hello. She's stunning.
How old is Henry again? Almost 40?
I think he's like 37.
Okay.
Echo. Oh, it's disconnected. Hold on, let me ask Siri. How old is Henry Cavill? 39.
He's almost 40.
She
I told ya.
was. She was featured on Sweet 16 back in 2005.
So if she's 16 in 2005, how old does that make her now?
Like 34, 35, 36.
Yeah, because I'm 33 and I graduated in 07.
Wow. I mean, she's
So-
but here's what I will say, like that whenever they went Instagram official, I was like, she's really freaking cute. But this red carpet debut that they had together with the red lipstick and it matched his tie, and
Wow.
I mean, she's like tall too. She looked stunning. Stunning.
Really don't want to not continue to be not on camera.
I was going to bring it up, girl, because
Oh,
you're just
yeah.
hanging out in the shadows.
Why are you like hiding?
Because I'm dressed up for Halloween as the one and only Eddie Munson, and I didn't want to just come on and not have your reactions not recorded.
Okay.
Let us see. Turn the camera on. Do it. Oh my God. Yes. She was destined for an alternate dimension.
Oh shit.
Oh God. I'm so excited. Stop. Oh! Shannon! Eddie! You guys!
Shannon!
Stop it! I am obsessed.
Do I have
I
something in
love
my hair? Do I
it!
have something in my hair?
Yeah, a whole fuck ton of curls.
Sorry, I'm late, sweetheart.
Sorry, I'm late, sweetheart.
Ooh, I love this. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
You know what the best part about this is that I don't have glasses or contacts in right now. So to me, I am talking to Eddie right now. I'm that blind right now.
You are. You're talking to Eddie right now.
I was going to dress up as Ryan from Cat and Ryan, but my bald cap didn't get here in time for today's episode. I just need Ryan to know I had every intention of dressing up as him for this episode.
Ryan, this is for you.
I didn't dress up at all. Here I am. I'm just debuting my new darker fall hair and some
Oh,
pretty banging purple eyeshadow.
you're so
So
fabulous, Vibes.
I'm a fall bitch.
So we took a little bit of a 2-week hiatus. We took a break.
Because life is hard. Life is hard.
We needed a little bit of a breather, and it was very much needed. But I was also traveling a fuck ton a lot more for work than I usually do.
Decided that I needed to throw a hiring event. You know, it's fine. It's fine.
Danielle single-handedly employed almost 30 people in the last 2 weeks.
Like, it's fine.
And I'm just collapsing at the seams, and I needed time. I needed time. I'm just kidding.
The craziest part about all this is that Mercury's not even in retrograde. Let's take a beat real quick because we're entering into my season. We're in my season. Scorpio
season, bitch.
I am in the last 3 days of my 20s. And I thought it would feel sadder, but I'm just like ready. Like I've been telling people I'm 30 the past like month and a half. They're like, "How old are you?" I'm like, "I'm 30. I don't want to be anywhere near my 20s anymore." Yeah, Shannon, back of the class.
I just want to say that I spent the
Eddie.
last couple hours in my 20s drawing Joe. And I'm just so glad that I was doing that my last few hours being in my 20s. So whatever you decide to do something that's going to make you happy and feel fulfilled.
Yeah. Yes,
Because I didn't want to feel sad.
I will be spending the last day of my 20s getting a 2.5-hour massage. Not 2.5. It's like 2 hour. The 2-hour massage. I'll be getting a 2-hour massage. I'm going to be getting eyelash extension. And then I'm going to get a balayage done. I'm walking into my 30s like peaking.
I see Shannon's face. Who are these eyelash extensions are you going to?
It's from this girl that I'm... Oh, no. She's just here. She's like one of my neighbors.
It's convenient.
She's just here. I'm sorry. I haven't been in Orlando long enough to come see you. But to be fair, I can't pay her like on the regular. So this is just like a birthday set, and then I'll come down and get a set from you.
Are you getting volume or classic? Because I'm only training classic right now.
She's doing hybrid for my birthday. Usually she does classic. But I love classic.
Because I need one more model.
For those of you who don't know what classic versus volume is, although the majority of our demographic here is women.
Classic is one lash onto another lash. And volume is when they apply a fan. It could be a closed fan or an open fan.
Ooh, a fan.
A fan.
Ooh.
So the lashes are thinner on the volume. That way you can kind of put more on the eye. And it won't be... Because the more weight you put on the eye, the more breakage there will be. So you want to prevent that. So that's why a lot of volumes, the actual lash is thinner. So that you can put more on the eye. I'm just not trained in volume yet. I have volume on my eyes right now. I'm Eddie with a full set, bitch.
You did your lashes for Spooky Empire, right?
I did. I had closed fans. So they were like a hybrid volume. Like a hybrid classic and and then I was like, I want more drama, and she's like, oh my god, thank God, because I need to practice my open fans. I'm like, do it. I laid there for 3 hours, took a nap, and here I am.
I want to know about Spooky though, because you went to Spooky with your better half where he dressed up as Eddie.
Yes.
And you dressed up as a bat.
Yeah. It was great. I felt really bad because he was not feeling well that day. So he was in like a lot of clothing and like this wig. But he didn't want to be like the one to go like, I don't want to go. He pushed through it. And a lot of people wanted pictures with him because I made it a point. I was like, you need to be upside down Eddie. You can't just be regular Eddie because that's what everyone's going to fucking do. So
you can't just do Hellfire Eddie. Yeah.
Right, like what I'm fucking doing right now. He's like, send me what I need to buy. So I went on Amazon, found the deal, sent them to him. So he had the leather jacket, the green vest. He already had boots. He had to get some denim blue pants because imagine he doesn't own blue denim jeans.
Oh.
Yeah, so we got those, frayed them. Like, it was a whole thing. And then, like, the hair and, like, bandana and rings and the necklace were all, like, a package, like, together. So this wig, I was very nervous to get a wig on Amazon because you never know how it's gonna come. But this is the wig. And it looked great. Even if he didn't get a picture, they'd be like, hey, Eddie! And then Adam was just like, like, that's all he could think about was the Master of Puppets, like, riff every fucking time. It was so great.
He had a really good dupe for the guitar too, right, Shannon?
Yes. So Netflix has a deal to sell that guitar, painted, but it's like $4,000 or something comparable. And Adam's like, no. So he's like checking out eBay, it's a BC Rich. That's the brand of the guitar. This person hand painted that. So it's a custom paint. And he bought it on like eBay or something like that.
Holy shit.
He intended to play Master of Puppets, but it turns out the cord he brought wasn't functioning well, so it wasn't working. But at least, he could then use the guitar as like a prop, which he did. It looks like the.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. And you stumbled upon one of the cast members from Stranger Things too, right?
Yeah, I wish I got to him sooner because I was just very nervous to talk to him for some reason. I don't know why, but I was.
That's okay.
But in the midst of talking to Billy Worth from Lost Boys, I was going to the ATM to get monies to pay him. I ran into Eduardo and I was like, hey, are you done for the day? And the rep's like, yeah. And I was like, oh no. And he's like, and they're like, oh, he'll be here tomorrow. And I'm like, but I won't be here tomorrow. Like, I was so sad. But kind of near the end, like before that, he was actually walking around like the concession, like the vendors and whatnot. And I really hope I didn't sound overly done because I was a little drunk. But I was like, hey, Eduardo, how are you? But I hope I wasn't like, hey, Eduardo, how are you? Because I really felt like it was overdone and I didn't want to sound that way, but I'm pretty sure that's what I sounded like. And he was like, yeah, I'm great. I'm good. Like, the guy's really cute in person.
I feel like, I could see that.
His pictures don't do him justice. We had so many questions to ask him.
Well, at least you got to see him. At least you got to see him. That's all that matters. We took a break this past week because we were hoping something would come from the Joe content realm. We've been waiting ever since the Variety Newport Beach Film Festival, where he looked so fabulous in his little Mason Margiela suit. But hello, we have gotten nothing.
It's been as dry as my voice sounds because of my cold. I don't know how to go on my day-to-day without at least something every other day. So it's been a shock to my system, to say the least. Adjusting to this, probably more of a normal for us. I think this is going to be more of a normal type of situation.
No chain forecasts.
No chain? How are we supposed to live, Joseph?
I have no idea. We've not had a chain forecast in 2 weeks, and I am dying here. I have my life has no direction right now.
It should come soon, though.
Well, I have a special little surprise. Our insider, Brooke, our special events correspondent, Brooke, sent a new Irish Joe content picture to our podcast page
just
on
now?
Instagram. About an hour ago. So I've been holding on to it. And I'm just going to show it here. Okay, seems like nothing. But if you zoom in, there's our boy.
Oh, I see it. Look at him. Oh my God, he looks so focused.
Can I tell you that tiny little picture has filled my heart and it has been quenched.
The look on his face of is that really what I look like?
He's so focused. But I wanted to share that because it's very small, very minute, but it's something.
I will take what I can get, truly.
Why is that the face I make on a regular basis? I'm just like,
you don't even know if it's a 1-chain or a 2-chain day off of that picture.
Can we also take a second to appreciate a new video from the first Comic-Con that he was in that has surfaced of him hugging the 2 children?
So sweet. He was more excited to meet them. Hey! And you're like,
the joy?
That's the energy I want as a 30-year-old woman.
Right. We walk in the room and he's like, hi!
I want that because that's how I'm going to be. I'm going to be like, oh my God!
He is not going to give us that energy. Absolutely not. We'll give him that energy for sure. Who is... Excuse me.
Joseph?
Hold one.
Excuse me, I know you're talking about this on the podcast.
Stop. We don't have to talk about that video too much longer, but like, can we just appreciate the dad vibes that he gave off in that? Like, proud papa, kids just got done at the soccer game. Like, you're doing great. I was like, my fucking ovaries, okay?
It's just good to see men that are good with kids, period.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like the joy in his face. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Even when he had that one like heartfelt, that one heartfelt experience where he was like hiding. And then, like, there was a couple, like, little girls with Hellfire shirts on, and he, like, took his hat off, like, you know.
Yeah.
Sweet little bean.
I really feel like he has such a high meter of empathy that it's like, yeah, I'm wearing this disguise to protect myself, but in this moment, they're young kids. I can't do it. I have to. He has to have thought, imagine, like, him looking at his Orlando Bloom legless stand-up. If I ever ran into you in the street, my dude, you better acknowledge me.
Do you know how many times I've rehearsed if I were to ever run into that man on the street? Every possible fucking scenario, I've been like, I have it figured out. I know. Tap into the archive of like playing A, B, C, D, all the way to Z, and then double A, double B, double C. Because like,
Laura, let's be real. You've got all this planned out, but you're gonna forget every single thing. When those chocolate buttons make direct eye contact with you, gone.
I'm going to forget the English language. I'm going to be like, English is my second language. I'm going to immediately revert to speaking Spanish only.
I really think that for about a solid 10 seconds, this will be me.
Oh.
And then I'd go, hi.
I would just be like, I am so sorry, but I have been a really huge fan of you, and me and some friends have a podcast dedicated to you, and I really just don't know how to act right now, so I really apologize for my lack of
Shannon, no you won't.
really, really love you, and can we spend the day together? You want to go shopping? You want to go to the pub?
Shannon, no you
Like,
won't. You're going to forget to talk
Shannon,
too.
that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
Already more words than you said to Eduardo.
Look, it's like wishful thinking, okay?
I know, baby. I know.
It's practice. Practice makes perfect. Listen, I love how we all think that it's gonna be just, oh my God, Joe, it's so nice to meet you. But really, we're just gonna be like,
I have to remember 2 words. 2 words. That's all I have to remember. A stranger. That's my intro to him. That's it.
I'm so glad that you didn't. Shannon will be able to hear it when she edits it, but I'm not repeating what I said. My 2 words would have been nope.
Be like, fuck yeah. No, I literally didn't hear you.
Love
you
me.
said, so I'm excited.
Marry me.
Yes.
Hug me.
Hi, Joe. God, so crazy meeting you here. Oh my gosh, did you see a ghost? It is Halloween Eve. Ew. This is like a scary movie. What are we doing?
Damn, I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, we're getting spoopy.
What I want to know is where...
Hold on, we can't just hop over what just happened. Were you just being safe, or like was there something happening outside?
I just heard a bike, but it sounded like it was very close to my window, and I was like, what the fuck? And I don't know, then it left. It's probably just a neighbor going back and forth.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure that you were safe. I was like, we can't just glaze over this like this didn't just happen and you shut off all your lamps.
I'm fine. Back on track. I want to know where
Back
he
to
is.
Joseph.
What is our theory?
Let's chat about this for a second because
What do we think he's doing?
I have a feeling he is filming something.
I do too.
I think because he hasn't been spotted like out and about like at all, which means in my opinion, he's on like a filming location.
Right.
You know?
I could see that.
But what he's filming, I have my own thoughts and theories, but
The Dior campaign?
It could also be pre-production for Stranger Things. Kind of like wig fit
Maybe.
again, like maybe a new outfit, maybe some fangs.
Ooh. Her saying that just made me think of a question. Because we only got to see Eddie in one outfit. If he does come back, what kind of outfit would you like to see him in?
A bloody Hellfire shirt and the leather jacket, and it's kind of torn, and he's just looking fucking sexy with some fangs and blood.
Here's the thing. If Eddie survives,
Okay.
right? If Eddie comes back to life, I want to see him in like a black cut off shirt, like almost like a crop top style. Like that 80s true like metal.
Maybe
You
it's
know what
like
I
kind of
mean?
torn at the bottom, so it looks like it was like kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
so it's like the Hellfire, but
yeah.
like here, like cut all this off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like a cut
Yes.
off.
Use me as a demo.
and
Like, look
Yes.
at me. What would you change?
jet black jeans. Black fucking jeans. Well, he does wear black jeans.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
darker
Yeah.
jeans on.
Boots. Black
Because
boots.
yeah.
Grungy boots, yeah.
Ooh, I'm liking the direction we're going in. I'm liking it.
It's got to be similar gear that he died in the Upside Down, but I mean, I understand if he takes some of it off. Upside down creatures may not find it cold there. You know what I mean? Like he may take all that off, be like, it's fucking hot here.
That's true.
So you say you want to see him shirtless?
Well, think of Billy. Well, yes, but think of Billy. Like they were sweating on Earth.
Billy always did have like a bit of moisture on his face. Like when he always looked real sweaty. It doesn't fit the era. Ooh, it could fit the era. Like I want to see him in a flannel. I want to see him in like a leather and a flannel.
That would be really great. I would not be surprised if they had already filmed things while he already had all those wounds on his body. I would not be surprised if they already filmed things for season 5.
I wonder if we're gonna get like a little bit of a, because like again I think they put out that casting call for young Eddie, so I think we'll see a little bit of like maybe like character development.
They were saying that was like a hoax, and I was like, no.
It's on the Backstage website where
Backstage
everybody
is
goes to do
completely
the
official.
Yeah, I just wanted to I've thought about that because like in my head I feel like if they bring him back, we're gonna see him in the same outfit regardless.
Right.
I think right away, but either he's gonna be a vampire and it's gonna be like a different version of what he's wearing because he's gonna probably of course remove the
Right.
jacket. He'll have some like we're either gonna get the same version but
Right.
different. Or he's coming back as something completely different, and then we're going to get an outfit change. And I've always just kind of like found myself thinking about that.
I don't think he's gonna come back as a vampire.
Well, I guess we've got a year and 8 months left.
I don't think the cast theory is what they're gonna go with at all.
Why would they mention Cass, though?
Maybe like the symbolism of Cass, like he represents like a symbolic Cass, but I don't think they're gonna do it in such a literal way.
Why would they mention Cass in the D&D campaign along with Vecna if they weren't going to use it?
But does Vecna know that his name is Vecna? Does a Demogorgon know that it's a Demogorgon? Those creatures are not like actual Dungeons and Dragons character. They just were named those things because of the kids that happen to play Dungeons and Dragons. But to Vecna, he's not Vecna. He's Henry. He's Henry Creel. You know?
So maybe the reason I brought that up is because I remember seeing somebody post on TikTok saying, was Eddie there the whole time? And they took a clip from season 1.
Yeah, I saw that.
They showed a long-haired guy in the background, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it makes me wonder, is it literally Eddie existing in Hawkins High as a regularized teenager, or is it Cass existing in 1983 before any of that shit happened?
We'll find out in 1 year and 8 months.
We will.
I guess we're going to have to find out because those are solid questions and we just don't have the means of finding those answers out.
And what did you say?
I'm just saying that's the only reason I brought all that shit up is because I wanted to be able to lay it out to make my point.
Right.
Guys, what are we going to do over the break? We have a break coming up.
We're going to embrace all the joke content we can get.
We have so many cons coming up, you guys.
Very
So
true.
many cons. I'm so excited.
I hope Joe drinks all the beer he can in Germany. I hope he enjoys himself.
Yeah.
I love that for him.
Oh,
Scheiße.
Scheiße.
Oh my gosh. Well, he goes to Germany twice. And then he goes where?
He goes Germany, Japan, Germany.
I mean, we'll have plenty to talk about. It's just a temporary drought. I think his first one is next week, right?
It's this upcoming weekend. And I've been so excited for these cons that repeatedly for the past 3 weeks, I have said that there's going to be a con this weekend, and I have been mistaken every single time. These wonderful ladies are like, Danielle, no, it's not happening this weekend. And I'm like, you're right.
Is it actually this weekend, though? Do we know that for a fact?
Yes.
It is actually this weekend.
November 6th. It's next Sunday.
We're gonna need to buy Shannon a cardboard cutout so she can practice coming into a room and seeing him, and then she can practice.
Look, I've already been practicing with the fucking TikToks. What more do you want?
You're doing better with your eye contact, but now you need to form words.
Now you need to remove the
Talk to 'em.
barrier of a screen. Now you need a cardboard cutout. Mm-hmm. We're gonna ease you into it.
I can send you the link. They have new ones now of his Dior black suit. Listen, I'm already tempted. I will pay that shipping.
I mean, so I think that's what we got going on in the next couple of months. I think we're, like I said, a lot of the things that we've been trying to figure out is conceptualizing the next season. We're going to come back in 2023. We're going to do, really kind of put things together, map out who we're going to have on and do all that fun stuff. We might do like a couple bonus episodes between now and then. Who knows? They'll come out when they come out. It'll be a surprise. I'm excited. We got to do this. We really pieced this podcast together in like a matter of days. I cannot fucking wait what we can create and accomplish when we have like 2 months to piece the next, round together. So,
Right.
Yep, bigger and better things are on the horizon. Take a second to talk about our amazing followers.
The listeners, oh my God.
Because we would not be where we're at if it weren't for them. And we have some of the most...
We have some loyal...
Yes.
Loyal as fuck.
We have... There...
What?
Oh my God, I just heard a knock.
It was like, hello.
That was scary. It was very much like...
Creepy laugh.
Anyway, spooky, scary skeletons.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
Going back to what you said, Laura, we have loyal fans and followers and listeners.
Yeah.
And listen, par none.
Bar
What is
none.
that saying? Par none. They're normally the ones that show us the Joe content first.
It's so funny because like I was talking to I think I was talking to you guys where like I realized that I made it when people started sending me pictures of like Joe and they're like, it's a 1 chain day, it's a 2 chain day, and they're like waiting for the forecast.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I can start naming off people like forever. Like I go live every single morning, Monday through Friday, to get ready for work, and it's always the same amazing people that jump on that live. And they always, oh my God,
Yes.
They're so great. You have people like, Elaine, Terry, Emma. Terry's just a blast in a glass, but Elaine and Emma do some of the best edits I think I've ever seen. They're also so fucking sweet. And then, people like Emily and Jess from the UK, like all of these amazing people, and they've been there from the beginning, and they're so wonderful and supportive.
Mm-hmm.
And then Brooke, who we're calling our correspondent.
Doing the Lord's work.
The fact that we just don't have to search for anything, and anytime something comes up, Brooke is the first one to come out here and send us these freaking videos is insane. It is absolutely amazing. And I mean, we've had people that from the very first episode have just consistently checked in with us and been so like encouraging and supportive. I keep thinking of like Cynthia out of California. Cynthia. But it's not just that. It's people from all over the fucking world. And you're just, it's this amazing, it's not a big community. It's not huge by any means, but it's big enough to where you feel like you're part of something that is big,
I just remember when the hurricane was happening and consistently, like you and Shannon, your internet was going in and out. I was really the one that was the steady
No
for
one knew where Shannon
all of
was.
these people. And they were like messaging me.
No one knew where Shannon was.
And they were like, how is Shannon? How's Laura doing? And like the fact that like they care enough to check in with 3 women that they don't know to make sure that they're like okay is just a beautiful thing, honestly.
We also think about like Erin and Megan, the two girls that are always kind of very consistent. Erin started a group chat on Instagram because not everybody is able to go live, and so they have this little community where like they talk to each other and they share Joe content with each other. I don't know. It really does feel like a good, safe space, and everybody is super respectful. Everybody has been so fun to talk to and be like friends with. And if we, by the way, if we missed anybody, we apologize. You know, we could sit here and name all these people that are absolutely wonderful, but if it is ever 100% confirmed with certainty that Joe does know about the podcast, knowing that we can sit here and say, hey, these are some of the most amazing, you have some of the most amazing fans that we've met, and just kind of affirm that. I hope they know that we will, you know.
We really accomplished one of the biggest things that we went into making this is a safe space for people to get together and talk about the golden boy with the chocolate buttons. And like, we're doing it. Like, we have a space that allows people to come together and make friends. And like, that's honestly, at the end of the day, that's all we ever wanted, was just to create a space for people to get together and talk about a guy, you know? And it's turned into like such a wonderful thing. It's lovely. It's lovely.
Isn't there like, we had like a little game?
We do. Do you guys feel like having a little drink? Because I have a drinking game.
Let's do it.
Oh, she's got that mischievous
Go,
Eddie
Eddie.
smile
Go
going
on.
on. This original video was posted by a user on TikTok called Star8239. I saw it and I immediately said, we need to do this. So the premise, let me just share this screen. So the name of the game is Let's Get Drunk. This is all right, the name of the game, ladies, is Let's Get Drunk. There's only one rule in this game, and it is to take a drink or a sip of your drink anytime Joseph says kind of in this interview. This is a snippet from one of the interviews he did with Extra promoting Stranger Things. So turn on your listening ears, and we're gonna jump right into it.
Initially, when I got the job, it felt that there were two kind of main differences. One of them was the fact that he was kind of significantly younger than I was. He was like kind of 20, 21, and not from South London. So it was, I kind of basically got a brilliant dialect coach and worked with her a lot, and then I kind of lost a little bit of weight to try and look a bit younger, and then just put on this big old wig every day, and the wig kind of did most of the work for me, really. Can't pretend. Yeah, I think kind of it gives you a feeling that you wouldn't have otherwise. I think kind of a lot of people kind of express themselves with the way that they look, and in the heavy metal kind of subculture, it's a huge part of how people express themselves. So it kind of definitely made me feel very, very different, and it's a really fun thing to look in the mirror and see yourself.
Jesus Christ!
Oh shit!
Joseph!
Oh, he's
Some
back!
of my favourite bands are from the 80s. You know, I love kind of like Tears for Fears and Talking Heads, and you know, those kind of guys. And with the kind of running up the hill thing, it's amazing the kind of cultural impact that this show has. Kind of how it's able to kind of affect the zeitgeist in this seemingly kind of momentous way. So it's kind of
I will never.
I don't know either.
I don't really
Neither
know
do we, Joe. Neither do we.
Incredible thing to witness, isn't it? And even more amazing to be a part of.
Okay.
No more. Well,
I was like, I literally.
He's like, I don't know where I'm going with this. Neither
Buddy,
do we. Okay,
buddy,
we've now a whole drink
hammered,
in.
Okay,
I took the tiniest sip to finish this. Do you hear this? That's all I have left of all my liquor. Like, that's all I got.
Holy shit!
I'm good.
That was wild. I stopped counting at 10.
Listen, I sat here and I was like, God, Americans really use the word like all the time. Bullshit. Like, I mean, we do, but is kind of the English's version of like?
I think that's their like. Yeah.
It's a filler word.
It
like
sure
our
as hell
filler
seems
word
like
where
it.
we're trying to figure out what we're trying to say is like, and then
Like?
and then British, it's the kinda, like, you're like,
No.
I've heard him float between kind of and I don't know.
What he does, I don't know,
A
when he
lot.
like dozes off, like when he like kind of like get it.
Or he gets asked a question and he's like,
Yeah,
oh,
like,
I don't
trying
know.
to figure out the route he's gonna take with it.
Oh my God, listen, I can feel it right here.
answer.
He's probably like, I'm British,
Because
fuck
the answer. Because the editors, they're gonna cut that out. They're not gonna wait. They're not gonna keep the dead silence that you left to come up with an answer. They're just gonna like, just cut that. They're gonna cut it till you answer.
Do you think he said the term kind of way more than that, and then they just kind of had to or like crop it even more? Like, do you think maybe he said the word kind of twice as many times, and they were like, "Wow, this
No,
is
I don't think they edited
like,
it because the way Joe said it, it kind of flowed with it. So they probably didn't really. If they edited it, it probably would have sounded really robotic and weird.
That's his like
man,
for sure.
That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
I'm just bringing the party.
Honestly, I want to say we're gonna wrap it up, and I know that we have a habit of like when we start wrapping it up, we go on for 15 minutes, like saying goodbye. But yeah, this is our season finale. This is it. We might do a couple bonus episodes, but you won't know when they're coming. We'll just drop them and say surprise. Please, follow us on our socials. We'll post lots of stuff on our socials, and yeah, I mean, we're just gonna take a little bit of a holiday break. I'm gonna go off and turn 30 this week, and then
Going on a
that's
holiday.
it.
We'll all be in our 30s by then, and we're all gonna be like relatable. Exactly. It's like
I'm so
relatable.
excited for you to be in your
Exactly.
30s.
But now I'm turning 30. No.
It's such a transition. I mean, people think like, oh, you're just 1 year. No, it's you're going into a completely different age bracket.
Yeah.
Like if you tell a 20-year-old that you're 30, they're like, ooh, like that's old. Like, bitch.
I've not gotten that response. I have gotten, I went out on Friday and I told a 26-year-old I was 30, and he like looked at me like he was young gravy looking at a MILF. Like I was like, it's starting. I'll take it.
No, I'll say this and I'll leave it at that. I'm going to tell you, being the oldest one of the group, I was scared to go in my 30s, but I have honestly done so much growth in just the 3 years that I've been 30 now, and I'm absolutely thriving. Like I am having the best time, and I'm so excited to welcome you into your 30s, babe.
Follow us on socials, bitches. Love you guys. I'm sorry, I shouldn't call you guys bitches. Hey guys, we'll start with you, Shannon.
Oh goodness.
My Instagram is Starry Eyes, StarrYYEYES, and my TikTok is What's Up Shannon. Come say what's up.
Oh, is it my turn? My Instagram is Miss Danielle, MISSDANYELL, and my TikTok is DEEE Young, YOUNG. And then I also run the podcast TikTok, so come on over there and take a look at that. It's the Quinn Podcast on TikTok and the Quinn Pod on Instagram.
I am Laura Vanessa. Laura with an H at the end and Vanessa with an H at the end. Laura Vanessa on TikTok and on Instagram. Come say hi. Come hang out.
Yours is so easy.
I rant a lot. I really.
It's the
my
best.
favorite thing. I think the most frustrating part is that like what I'm most known for on my TikTok are like my Joe photo reviews and my like 1 or 2 10-day forecasts, and I have gotten none of those things. Not one.
I've literally had to like rediscover what the fuck I post. I'm like, oh my god, I have like an edit idea. Now all of a sudden I have Eddie edits, and I'm like, is this who I am now? And then I'm like posting poetry narration. I'm the reface bitch. Like, what the fuck am I doing?
I'm just a full-fledged edit machine. Like, that's all I plop out are a bunch of
right?
edits.
We're trying.
We're doing our best here, okay?
Thank you again, everybody. This has been such a wild ride, and we cannot wait to start season 2. And with that,
see you
we'll
next year, baby.
see you next year.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.